Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to speak about permissions in Linux, which is one of the most important security features of Linux operating system. Linux is a multi-user operating system. It means multiple users can access the same system. To protect files and directories from unauthorized access, Linux uses a permission system. Permissions helps ensure the user can only access the files and resources they are authorized to use. What are the permissions? Permissions are rules that determine who can access a files or directories and what actions they can perform on it. Linux permissions control reading files, writing or modifying files, executing programs. Permissions provide security and protect important data from accidental or unauthorized changes. The permissions are different types. Read permissions. The read permissions allow a user to view the content of a file. For a directory, it allows the user to see the list of files inside it. For example, a student can read a note file but cannot modify it. Second one is write permission. A write permission allows user to modify the content of a file. For a directory, it allows create, delete, rename files. Example, a teacher can update students' record because they have write permissions. Finally, execute permissions. The execute permissions allow a user to run a file program. For directories, it allows user to access the move into the directory. For example, the shell scripts must have execute permissions before it can run. Linux understands user and group. A user can belong to several groups. A file can belong to only one user and one group at a time. A particular user to super user root has extra privileges. Only root can change the ownership of a file. Users and groups. User information, password information, and group information are different categories. User category in Linux. Linux permissions are assigned to three categories of users: owner, group, and others. This owner is user who created the file. The owner usually have full control over the file. Second one is group. The group contains multiple users who have similar access rights. Group permissions apply to all members of the group. Finally, the others include all remaining users on the system. A program may be run by the user when the system starts by the another process. Before the program can execute, the kernel inspects several things. Access rights. Files are owned by the user and a group. So owner. File have permission for the user, the group, and other. Others permissions is often referred to the world. The permissions are read, write, and execute. The user who owns a files is always allowed to change his permissions. Some special cases who look at the output from list in the file first column, you might see D directory, write regular file, symbolic link, Unix domains socket, named file, and character device file, block device file. Some special cases, the owner, group, and the other column, you might be set UID, set JID, sticks but. Permissions representations. Permissions are displayed using symbols. Different types of symbols. Numeric permission methods are Linux also represent permission using numbers. File permissions. There are two ways to set up permissions when using chmod, command mode, symbolic mode, and different types of modes. Change permissions. Linux provides the change mode command to change permissions. Full permission to owner. Read and execute permission to group and others. Change ownership. chown command change the owners of a file. This transfer ownership to the username students. Important permissions. Permissions helps protect sensitive data, prevent unauthorized access, improve system security, control user activity, maintain system integrity. Without permissions, any user could not modify or delete important files. Two critical points. The permissions of a directory affect whether someone can see its content or add or remove file in it. The permissions on a file determine what a user can do the files in the file. The reinforced these concept. Let's do some exercises. In addition, a very nice reference on using chmod command.